Hey Capricorn, come on in, sit for a spell. We're going to dive into your energy and see what's brewing for you in the lead up to that blue moon that comes in on Sunday. I did hear something about a shocking revelation. It looks like it's something positive though, because we do have it coming in an alchemized state that gives you a whole new worldview about what's possible for you. It's got like big road opening energy. So let's see what this is, Capricorn. Once in a blue moon, you get a way through like this. Something you never anticipated would be possible is suddenly possible for you. Let's see what this is about, Capricorn. This energy coming to a culmination point with this blue moon in Sagittarius on Sunday closes out an old cycle, and it lets us know that life is not going back to the way it was. There's a lot transforming here, and there is this like portal of transformation that's occurring starting with this full moon that really culminates sandwiched in between two new moons. First, the new moon that comes in Gemini on June 14th with that temperance energy, and links up to the mirror new moon in Cancer, also coming in on the 14th of July. So there's like the blessings of Jupiter coming through here is what's getting set in motion right now. And I think you're getting some kind of insight about what your future has in store. There's a way through where you didn't think there was a way through. Something's possible that at one point you thought would never be possible. And it's shocking, like it's a shocking revelation, but in the best way, I feel. That's how it's sort of introducing the energy for you, Capricorn. So let's see what is coming through for the good old sea goat as we build up to this energy. And it will continue to play out over time, but we're just sort of seeing where is it at right now? What can we find out about the road ahead for you, Capricorn, from this point? Ooh, yes. You got a whole new plan of action. That Page of Swords coming out transformed. Something you couldn't see before is evident to you. You see a way through. You have a course of action. And you're about to take some daring action. And I feel like it's going to pay off really big. There is some kind of level of wise strategy that you need to put in place. But I think you got everything you need to make this possible. And I do see a yes coming through for you. You're getting a yes response on something. And it shocks you. It shocks you, but in the best way. This gives me like pleasant surprise vibes, okay? There's a little shadow coming through here. So let's see what this is about. I am working with my gold foil, glow in the dark tarot combined. So we look at both shadow light aspects here. Yeah, see, right now you feel like you're kind of stuck. I don't think you see this coming. You feel like there isn't a way through right now. You feel a little bit held in limbo, but you don't see there's some kind of fulfillment coming through here for you. Something that has you celebrating. Yeah, you know, I do have a sense that you have taken some actions. You've tried to transform a situation many times before, and felt like you were just kind of held in a gridlock position here. Couldn't move forward independently the way you wanted to. Also may have felt a little burned out from trying so hard to get something to budge, get something to transform, and just feeling like it was stuck in a holding pattern. For some of you, this could have been connected to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get some more details coming through. All I know is you're going to be surprised where you thought you were stuck, you're not. Coming through with more of this blocking energy. So I feel like right now you're really in the block, you know. I feel like what's getting kicked off with this full moon is going to be the illumination point that you're not stuck at all, actually. You're going to move forward in a bigger, bolder way than you anticipate. See, right now you're still kind of in the valley of the shadow. This is the crossing energy. You're still searching for your destiny. You feel like you're stuck up in the crossroads of fate, okay? But see, you don't see. There's a way through. There's a clear way through. And that's what you're doing here. There's a decisive moment of action. You're cutting a way through. You may even be signing off on something. You may be signing on the dotted line of something. Could be an air sign connected with this, bringing good news. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? Yeah, it's something you don't anticipate. I also got Virgo energy coming in with the King of Swords. This could be something work related too, okay? Give me more clues. We also have Cancerian energy and Aquarian energy out here on the board. Okay, this could be something that feels really held up in relation to an Aquarius, and you might be surprised that there is a way through. I think of Aquarius, I think of the 11th house. So this could be something in relation to a particular community, a group of friends. Oh, and here comes out all the transformational energy in one big block. See, I think it's like one thing leads to another. I'm seeing kind of like a chain reaction sort of energy where you discover something is possible and then a whole slew of other things get set in motion. So let's see what this is. Yeah, it's like you've been bracing yourself. You've been preparing for the worst. I also feel like you're worse for the wear. Like you've been through a lot. You've had to navigate a lot of challenging territory, a lot of difficulties. It's felt at times like it's taken everything in you just to hold the line. But now something's a lot easier. It's like there's no resistance in what's coming in here. It looks like your money is improving big time. Your energy coming out very strongly here with the King of Pentacles. So there's some action you're taking here. And it's like clear passage, no obstructions, okay? And where you felt like your manifestations were held up, here they come through. Something is transforming. I love that, how the Queen of Wands energy is coming out transformed. This lets me know that you've really alchemized something here. You're moving forward independently in a big way. And if you were experiencing some kind of blockage, some kind of resistance from a Queen of Wands operating in the shadow, if you felt like somebody was maybe throwing some obstacles on your path, if you felt like somebody was up to some kind of spiritual manipulation, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like you have effectively transmuted those blockages and something is freeing up for you. I see finances are really improving here and you're victorious here, man. I mean, take your lap in the winner's circle. There is something here that you're overcoming. You have something to celebrate here with the 6 Wands. Nothing's going to hold you back from this point of fulfillment and happiness. It may have been blocked for a while, but the situation is absolutely transforming. So whatever you've been wanting to call in here, it is coming through. Yeah, baseline energy. It was rough for a while there, but you've transformed this old cycle. I think that you did deal with something mean and heavy here. I think you dealt with a lot of betrayal in a situation. I think there were a lot of elements that were kind of working against you at one point and had you just feeling like you had no more energy left. You were just exhausted, right? Maybe you felt like you exhausted all your options too, but now you're getting to the other side of a really rough cycle here and you're overcoming the challenges. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I feel like you were dealing with sort of like a tricky element here, something that was a bit of a restraining force or oppressive force, but you're breaking free of those chains and now you're receiving some kind of worldly advancement here. So this isn't like, oh, I've overcome something spiritually and I'm feeling more optimistic. No, this is something that's happening in the real world here. You know, it's not something that you're kind of like having blind faith about anymore. There's proof. There's proof in the pudding. Like there's something showing up here that is really changing your reality moving forward. Yeah, I think that you felt halted. This is how the energy's coming through with the Knight of Swords coming up in the shadow. There also could have been somebody who was behaving really recklessly that was causing problems for you. Somebody who was really argumentative, somebody who was opposing you here. But I feel like whatever was holding you back from what you desire, You're finding clear passage through. This is also you making it through a major initiatory gateway. You had to wander through the dark in order to find the light, but here is the sun coming into view. And there also is some beautiful connection here. I feel like you're toasting with somebody here. You and another faced a lot of opposition, a lot of challenges connected to the past. And it could have been related to a Leo, okay? It doesn't have to be, but we did have Leo indications show up on the board with a Queen of Wands, and I do see this energy of this being transcended. It looks like 2 have been healed here. 2 are toasting to some kind of success. And there's a coming together and a key connection here too. Really beautiful energy. We also have Pisces out here on the scene, blind spot illuminated. To me, it feels like you're really figuring out what needs to transform in order to make your desires possible. And there's something that's really coming together here for you. So this is good energy. I like to see this for you. We've got a lot of like healing connections coming in with this full moon, I'm noticing, and you're no exception to this. But there was something that was coming towards you for a while that was a little suspect, and maybe that's what's being illuminated for you. Something that was coming towards you that you may have been receptive to at one point. You didn't recognize the sabotaging influence it was, but this is being highlighted for you, okay? Could have been Leo. There could be a Pisces connection. It could have been somebody you were friendly with that maybe you shouldn't have been so trusting of. And there's something that's really being highlighted here for you that's allowing you to get beyond. It feels like a holding pattern. And in getting beyond this holding pattern, I see 2 celebrate here. You know, 2 experience this healing. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're having something highlighted for you. Virgo energy. This could be something connected to your work too. Whatever this is, it's like a holding pattern. It's like a karmic cycle you're finally free of because you're getting the light of illumination you need. You're wise here, and as a result of this, you're celebrating the end of a really brutal cycle, and it looks like a very sabotaging character here. There is like betrayal energy. Something was rough, and you're celebrating the ending of this rough cycle. You're finally getting to the renewal here. Scorpio energy coming in there, okay? Also, we did have Virgo show up on the scene. Any of these characters could be factoring into your situation. Had Cancer, Aquarius come in as well. Okay. So let's check this out. Okay, give some more details about what this is. That's shocking for Capricorn, but it comes in as good news. Transforms their reality. It looks like you're getting a yes. You're finally getting to the other side of the storm. Something is being fulfilled for you here. It feels like after a long time, okay, something just fell away there. I feel like whatever fell away there is key. So let's see what this is. Yeah, this is what transforms everything. This that's falling away. King of Swords energy. Okay. King of Swords energy. Could be Aquarius, okay? Because we have Aquarius here in the shadow, all right? Something that maybe was holding you up in the South Node, all right? Could have been somebody that you were friendly with. Could have been somebody within a community. Could be within an online community, within a circle of friends. Somebody you connect with online, somebody you were connected with in the past, okay? Strong Aquarius, real strong Aquarius indications. Could be any air sign energy though, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any more details about this? I feel like whatever this is, it already fell away. Communication cut off here. You stopped moving forward with somebody. You may have cut off online communication with this individual crossing energy. Queen of Cups in the shadow. Again, Piscean energy, okay? So this could have been somebody that you were connected with online. I say Piscean energy. Well, it could be Cancer too, I have to say. Because we do have Cancer in the shadow here too. It's being illuminated with the moon here, with the Piscean energy coming in there. So this could have either been a Pisces, this could have been a Cancer. This could have been a baby's mother. Okay. This could be somebody that was connected to an ex. Right? Somebody you used to be romantically involved with, okay? Whatever this is that's fallen away, this was key. This is freeing you from some kind of holding pattern. Something that was creating a lot of blockage in your life. And with this illuminated and this cut off, everything starts to flow for you. So I like this. Yeah, it could have very well been somebody doing some kind of manipulation, okay? Got Leo energy here, but with this strong water coming in and the Cancer references, this could even be somebody that's born on the cusp. Cancer, Leo, cusper, or I got the piece of it could be somebody who's like connected to an ex. They share a child, okay? Give me more details about this. All I know is you're overcoming this influence and it's transforming everything for you. You finally are able to move out of the crossroads. Yeah, you freed yourself from the crossroads. Gemini energy, some communication coming in is making this very clear for you. You're no longer stuck in the crossroads. You're no longer in a place of indecision. And it could have been connected to a lover, you know? It was sort of like a binding or limiting influence that was connected to an old lover. And it brings about your wish fulfillment. This is really good energy, right? You're getting what you want in a situation here. And it could have been really connected to somebody that you were connected to in the past that had a real strong imposing influence here. Emperor energy. This could have been a work influence too, because we got transformation in your work coming in here. Aries energy or some establishment that was really like holding you back. This could have been a position you held, a job you held that was really holding you back here. But I don't know, with this Emperor energy to me, this and just all the references on the board, it feels like a little bit more personal to me. It really does. It feels like some kind of third influence in a situation that was mucking things up. Let me get a little clarity on this. I mean, I do see your finances are improving. It might be putting you in a stronger position where you once felt really disempowered in relation to your finances or your work. But I feel like the limitation was coming through some kind of outside interference. Bottom of the deck, yeah, some sneaky shies that's being highlighted for you. Somebody was up to something sneaky, man. They were doing something behind your back. It was holding up your progress. But see, that's being transformed because it's being highlighted for you. And so you cut this energy off. You stop communicating with this character. You cut off this energy. And because of that, you overthrew this sneaky influence. And we got a little sandwich going on here, okay? We have the transformation. That's the meat in the middle of the sandwich. And what's sandwiching it? Yeah, look at this. This is some kind of third-party influence, outside influence that was causing disruption. And it was also creating some kind of false judgment. False judgment is how it's coming through. Like, it was creating a lot of confusion, deception in a situation that was causing imbalances for you. Something was really unfair. I do feel like whatever this influence is, it tried to kind of go for another round at this. Like it tried to pull some shady shies again, but it didn't work this time because of some action you took really overthrows this influence. It overthrows this influence. But I do feel like what goes around comes around, and where this was placed on you, these characters, because it looks like there could be a couple characters involved in this situation. Feels like it's connected to an ex of yours. Could be Sagittarius too. Okay. This energy is suffering some kind of severe judgment as you're getting your reward. You're getting your just due. 2022 on the clock. Wow. Yeah. Judgment in your favor. You're getting something that should have been yours a long time ago. This could be assets. This could be money that was held up. This could have been stability that was held up. This could have really been something that was held back because of interference coming from somebody, you know, creating oppositional circumstances for you. Something was very unfair here, but it's being balanced out. Somebody was moving recklessly, using their fire in a very distorted way. Look at this. It was really holding you back, okay? I think you had to light something up to really understand what was operating here. You had to light something up to see what was at work. You also had to maybe go back in your mind to the past, look at some past situation here to get clear about what was working against you. Yeah, because see, I see that you learned something here and it was not what you wanted to see. And you had to move away from this influence. You see, there could be like a child connected here, like somebody who shares a child with an ex of yours or something, who was getting the upper hand in a very unfair way. You turned around the energy by blocking it. That's what I see. You put some kind of blocks in place, and this is what's transforming the situation for you. You're getting something restored that was actually held up, that should have been yours a long time ago, some kind of stability. And I think it's going to surprise you when this judgment comes in. It was 22:20 on the clock, you see. It's like mirroring the message. Something that was taken from you unjustly is being restored. And it looks like there was some kind of manipulation that happened here. But you putting blocks in place is what turns this energy around. It looks like you're about to get some good news, okay? Cut of the deck. Little shadow here. So I feel like you're still wading through a little bit of this imbalance, trying to juggle things out. But see, it's not going to be in place much longer. You're coming into a position of power here, and something is going to put you in a much stronger position on the other side of this. There could be a helpful Aries in the mix, or somebody who's in a position of power that's giving you a leg up here, giving you an opportunity. Whatever this is, it puts you in a much stronger position. So this looks good for you. I like this, okay? So where you were done dirty, where somebody was pulling some really snaky shies with you, this is being balanced out. And those ships that were washed out to sea are coming into port for you. Now see, I said she. So there's something about this man where there's like some woman connected to an ex of yours. And this applies even if you're a man, you know, there's some woman that's connected to an ex of yours, maybe one of their friends or something, you know, that's been really interfering here. Blocking this character is what opens the road for you. That's all I know. You're getting something you should have gotten a long time ago. So this looks like a positive turn of events. I see that to celebrate here, okay? Something's restored. You may have done some protective work with dragon's blood. I'm getting a focus for you. If you haven't, you might want to bring some dragon's blood in. Dragon's blood is excellent for warding. It also brings in blessings. Coming in with that 6 energy, Gemini energy. Could be a Gemini connected to this. Yeah, It's also protecting your rebirth cycle. Like there's renewal energy coming in for you here. Renewal energy on the other side is a mean and heavy territory, and absolutely like there's some dream that's coming into view for you. It is coming in with the energy of both Jupiter and Neptune, okay? So yeah, you could have gotten taken down into some mean and heavy territory in relation to a Pisces, a Sagittarius. This could also be like just like restriction that was keeping you in a pessimistic space, was keeping you from moving into greater expansion. This could have been a blind spot for you. This could have been somebody you were familiar with that was mucking things up, doing some manipulation behind the scenes. If you know they work on a magical level, that certainly could have been playing a role with the Queen of Wands coming out in the shadow. Otherwise, this could be other forms of manipulation, leading somebody astray, creating false judgments of you. Something's being rectified here. It looks like it turns out in your favor. I want to get a focus for you with this full moon, so you can secure these wishes, this fortune, this good energy coming in. Maybe bring in a little dragon's blood, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of wounding in this situation, that what's needed for healing is now coming in to mend, where you experience some kind of wounding, all right? This conduit, okay? Spend some time in nature if you can. Connect with nature. I think you get a lot of clear communication coming in just from your own internal guidance and spirit when you connect with nature. So do see if you can kind of clear your head, if you can, with this full moon, this blue moon. It'll make a big difference for you. Maybe do some of that cleansing work in nature too. It could be very beneficial for you. And you see, you got justice coming in for you with grace here, and there's blessings coming in with the energy of Jupiter and Venus, okay? So there could have also been something that distorted things too between you and a Sagittarius. We also got Libra energy here, Taurus energy here, big Libra energy coming in with the 29. Justice being established here, something being balanced out. There's grace here, celebration. Good fortune for two. I mean, we saw this here. There's like a toasting of energy, some kind of celebration, blessings here. Really positive for you, okay? Something's been transformed. And I think you're going to find things a lot more easygoing moving forward here, all right? Yeah, completion of a difficult cycle. Look at you, see, go. You have clarity here, and here's your victory wreath. You found the way through and also found the source of healing. So you get your keys to freedom here. You're not held back any longer. Let's do a cut of the deck. New journey begins. I'm telling you, 16, it's shocking for you. This is a little bit of that energy of Uranus in Gemini. This is a good surprise, though. It's bringing in the promise of fulfillment on the other side of the storm. You see the rainbow there. And this is something that's healing. And whatever is coming in here, it's going to nurture you for a long time to come. So I love this for you. You're weaving a new dream into being. You have protection along the way, coming in with that armadillo medicine. Also with that harp. The harp makes me think of the harp of the Dagda, that really helps you overcome a challenge in quite a crafty way. But I feel like you are coming into a time of relaxation where your dreams are weaving into reality with much more ease. We also have the energy here of two trumpets blowing. So there's judgment in favor of two. And there's positive communication coming in here. It surprises you, but it makes something possible. And you really recognize that a rough road has come to an end. And there's nothing but the promise of fulfillment, restoration, and something you waited a hell of a long time for up ahead. Godspeed, Capricorn. You deserve it.